Hello everyone, I'm here to do a soulmates and separation reading for those of you who are separated from someone who's on your mind. Perhaps you're not in communication, or perhaps there's distant communication. I just came out of meditation and there were a lot of channeled messages, so let's go there before I lose my train of thought. The first thing I heard was the divine is not judging. The divine is encouraging us to move forward onto our path. But I am sensing with this that there's some fear of harsh criticism or judgment, and the divine is doing nothing but encouraging those who are beginning to resonate with this message that they really want us to self-govern, to move forward, to propel ourselves to a better place. And that's going to resonate in different ways. But what I heard then was, we're all walking the path we were intended to walk, which means that along the way we're going to stumble and fall, and it's okay. It's okay. I also heard collectively things are shifting. I heard unfinished business. So it could be that some of you are wrapping something up so that you can, kind of put it away, start a new phase, a new chapter. Loved ones are coming together to embark on their soul mission. That's a beautiful message. So I feel like this could be an encouraging message that things are shifting and are moving to bring you closer to the people you're meant to be aligned with. You may not know that this is happening. Spirit also said there is a very powerful healing energy that surrounds you. You may feel as though you're unsupported or that things have been challenging. The divine is with you. They showed me 555, change, perhaps challenges. Prepare for the unexpected is what I heard. And the final message was, the divine wants you to remember that love conquers all. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so let's get into it, everyone. Let's find out what you need to know about you and your person in separation. Thank you, Spirit, for showing us what we need to see. What does the collective need to hear regarding their person and this relationship? Okay, they want that one. Ascension sickness. What you are experiencing is a physical manifestation of your soul's journey to higher consciousness. Some of you may feel, okay, I'm hearing lethargic, a little bit out of sorts. All right, let's see what came through. We have guidance from Spirit. You're in a tough situation. Spirit is ready to offer guidance if you just ask. Liberation. Break the chains of addiction, restriction, or other impediments. It begins with freedom of choice. Seeker, yearning for knowledge. You're a student of life with a strong curiosity for deeper meaning. Wow. Look at that. Practice unconditional love. Showing love to yourself and others promotes healthy relationships. Criticism of others may be a reflection of what you may need to heal. And void. Oh, interesting. There's a gap in time, space, or other perception during which things are working beneath the surface. Let it be. Okay, strong messages here. First of all, a repeat message that the divine is guiding this. There is something you need to keep in mind. I just saw 555. That's so interesting. There is change happening, and they want you to stay in the energy of love. This is also about acceptance. This is compassion for others. Remaining in a positive vibration. Okay, I'm hearing what is taking place in divine timing. There's something happening that is going to free you or free your person from something that's been really restrictive. We are supposed to embrace the void. Whatever is happening in this void may feel to you like an eternity. It may feel to you as though nothing is taking shape, nothing is moving forward, but it is. It is. And also what I'm hearing with this seeker energy, you may be connected to someone who is trying to better understand their path forward, maybe better understand your connection. They're seeking. I keep hearing they're seeking. I'm seeing a book with pages being turned. I just saw 707. For those of you that resonates. I'm being shown numbers are going to be really important. You may see synchronicities on the clock or elsewhere that are repeat for you, that mean something to you. They're telling a story. Register what that is for you. Okay, let's take a look at the energy that your person is embodying at this time. What do you need to know about your person? I just heard something significant. They could be going through something that is pivoting them in some way. This could mean a change in your relationship. And I just heard that's it. Okay. Must be a really powerful message. Bottom of the deck we have covenant, sacred contract. Number 7, a very spiritual number. Let's take a look at what came through. Horseman, herald of change. Yes, 555 came through earlier. They are preparing for something new. I'm almost seeing a Knight of Wands energy. Look at the horse reared up. This is like a readiness to proceed. The number 30 may be important or significant in some way to you. Okay, let's take a look at the energy they are embodying at this time. So they may be ready to make a change. This might be a pivot point for them in their life. Let's find out what needs to come through. What can you tell the collective about the person they're connected to, please? Bottom of the deck, the Lovers. Maybe recognizing this really powerful connection. Okay, wow. We have the Chariot, forgiveness, freedom, happiness. Oh my gosh. So speaking of breaking free of something that has been restrictive, definitely getting that with this freedom energy. It feels to me like there is a really powerful recognition represented here with the dolphins that there is something in your connection I'm channeling that promises happiness, fulfillment. I'm getting partnership. It could be that your person was in a situation that, or maybe still is, that didn't feel reciprocal. They're showing me the 7 on this Chariot card. And unlike other decks where the Chariot can represent a decision, maybe, weighing things up in order to move forward, this is showing me someone kind of charging forward. Again, very, very powerful energy about perseverance, moving through difficulty. There could be something that is holding up your connection, or perhaps they need to release. When I see forgiveness, there's a harboring of deep hurt and pain that needs to be forgiven. Apologies given, apologies accepted. Okay, so let's take a look at their current circumstances. I'm going to use the Mystic Moon deck for this one. I just saw recognition when I split it. We have divine masculine separation at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this could be a divine counterpart connection. Let's take a look. I just saw 1122. What is going on in their life at this time, Spirit? Oh my gosh. Okay, one more time I heard. Bottom of the deck, metamorphosis. That feels really appropriate. All right, we have grief, release, material world, purge, mute. Yeah, I was picking up for some of you, you're in the void. This is a period of time when a lot is happening and you're not connected. I just saw 1212. So mute is appropriate. You may not hear much from this person. They may be withholding in some way. And I feel that it's because something in their life, maybe related to their job, their stability, home, is being rocked. Maybe is being released. With this purge energy, there's a recognition that something has not aligned with their path forward. It feels like this release is lifting a burden. You know, with this freedom energy, forgiveness, freedom, happiness, there is the desire to release something that has really weighed them down. It could be a mindset. It could be a relationship. It could be, you know, exiting the matrix. Interesting. I watched, they're bringing forward a video that I came upon this morning when I was having my coffee, and it was about homelessness in the United States and how people end up on the streets through really difficult circumstances, and especially in economies such as, you know, Los Angeles, San Diego, which were highlighted in this particular video. There's so much plenty, and then there is so much lack. So that's coming through for some reason. Maybe there's a choice being made about letting something go. It could be a job. Okay, so let's take a look at what you need to know to better understand your person. What does the collective need to hear so they can better understand what they don't know at this time about their person? I just saw 1414. Page of Wands in reverse. Ten of Cups, the Emperor. The Four of Swords with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So what I'm getting with this is there is a desire, there's a long-term goal around happiness and fulfillment. Right now, I feel like there's a very profound healing taking place with the Four of Swords. There might be no communication for some of you. I'm also getting that there is a plan to achieve this Ten of Cups, and that plan has not come to fruition. There's a few more loose ends to tie up. If your person is being represented by the Emperor, incidentally, divine masculine energy, this is about them taking charge of their life, but they've gone through a period of healing. I'm hearing that they've really withdrawn. So they could be going through some sort of inner journey at this time, seeking guidance from Spirit. What do I do? How do I transcend what I've experienced? How do I leave something behind and embrace something new? I'm almost getting the energy that there's been some sort of obligatory chain of some sort. I just saw 1555. I'm being guided to call that out for those of you who are wondering, what is this about? So it feels to me like there's a period of deep introspection, disconnecting, the quiet, embracing the quiet, to understand what to do next. I'm feeling an energy of strategy. Okay, I'm also hearing that there's something that feels difficult or insurmountable. So your person may be working through how to get through a particular circumstance. It could be financial. Release, purge, freedom. There's a huge energy of turning the page. Again, I'm seeing that book. This is releasing something, looking to the new, moving forward. And I just heard things will look so differently. Wow. So this could be huge change. Goddess of the Moon. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. This feels to me like they have connected in some way with a more divine energy. They might be looking to you in that regard, that you have shown them something more spiritual, more divine. Maybe they've gotten in touch with their own divine nature. There's an air of mystery that's surrounding this. Card 52, which breaks down again to another 7. This is so spiritual. I think the divine is all over this connection. The Garden and the Gate, Angel of Balance. So there is a need for this person to step out of their comfort zone. I feel as though the Angel of Balance is about restoring that sense of stability and peace, serenity. I just heard serenity. Wow. The key to the gate is around her neck. I feel as though the divine is showing your person that there is a way through. I heard through and not out. There's a way through, and you hold the key. Bottom of the deck, we have hostilities, but I'm told there's one more. What else does the collective need to know? Magician in the Mirror. This is seeing through illusions, seeing something clearly. Okay, we have patience and anxiety. Now, the Four of Swords energy can definitely be an energy of waiting, withdrawing, taking a time out, healing. And this patience card is a 7 as well. Interesting. Anxiety. There is a strong, I just saw 911, 911, significant. I'm being told that's really significant for the collective. I know that that number has repeated itself regarding perhaps twin connections. Your person is hanging on to a lot of fear and anxiety, uncertainty also, I'm hearing. They don't know what comes next. Let's take a look at how they view your connection. What does the collective need to hear? How does their person view the connection? Okay, more. There's more. Whoa. Bottom of the deck, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. All right, we have religious factors. You could be from a different background, religion, ethnicity, culture, country. Let go of control issues. Allow this to unfold naturally. We have unrequited love, codependency. Interesting. It is safe for you to love. I'm getting a combination of things. I feel like there is something that they are working through within their own dynamic. It could be for some of you that they are releasing a codependent connection. It was not something that was meant to last. It was something that was teaching them a lesson. If this is something that you identify with in your own connection, then there's some relearning happening here. With this religious factors energy, I'm also seeing in my mind's eye the Hierophant, which is really about beliefs, paradigms, reevaluating those things. What do I feel is important in my life? What have I been taught? What do I need to relinquish because it doesn't serve me any longer? It doesn't properly characterize what I want for my life and where I'm going. I feel like these are kind of deep-seated beliefs that are being released. And if either one of you has been blocked off to love, if your heart has been closed, I feel like this is about embracing new love. Look at that little Cupid above this horse that's reared up. Something about their next action feels important, but let's stick with this current energy. So we're going to ask this deck, the Sacred Soulmates, how do they view the connection? Let's see, what do they feel about you? Wow, forgive. First card out. Lessons of Mars, purely physical sexual attraction, fire and passions run fast and burn fast without other elements. Now, for some of you, this could be identifying what they're moving away from. I just saw 2233. All right, so we have forgive. Forgiveness is a liberating choice. Addictions. Physical addictions, emotionally addictive thoughts, or other negative patterns of behavior are affecting this connection. Now, this could be a codependent energy that is being reevaluated. It could be that they are connected to someone and they've had a really tough time letting that go. I mean, we have release and purge. This could also be vice versa, that you've let this go. Maybe while they're healing and your relationship is silent, quiet, you're in the void. This is their time to heal, to come to terms with what is really tugging on their heart, dealing with grief, dealing with loss, whether that's in your connection or something external to your connection. We have lessons of Neptune, denial, illusion, and deception of self or by another. Self-love, boundaries, and detachment are important. For some of you, this is a period of time where deep introspection and healing is required in order for a metamorphosis to take place in your connection. Okay, I just heard we cannot bypass the lesson, and this is something that I've written into the materials that I'm working on for my workshop and my book at this time. That's a repeated message that comes through from Spirit. We can't rush it, we can't hurry it. All of these things, I just saw 2424, all of these things that we are working through are things that have manifested over our lifetime and maybe lifetimes within families and repeat patterns within relationships. And they're reminding me again that there is, what did they say, unfinished business. So this takes a lifetime to manifest. It doesn't undo itself overnight. So be patient. If your person has been closed off in the heart space, this is them coming to the realization that this is a safe connection. This is an opportunity for love to be embraced. They're showing me this dove, peace, serenity. They may feel that this is a connection that is worth fighting for. We have sacred sexuality. This connection has the potential for sacred tantric alchemy. Wow. Deep, I'm hearing deep physical bond, deep emotional bond, but scars that need salve. They need time to heal. There's been a lot of hurt, I feel, within your connection or within your person's life. Be patient with them. Let's take a look at what is going on inside of them. This is my Compassionate Soul deck. Let's find out what emotion they are processing at this time. What emotion is their person processing at this time? Okay, I heard one more time and slow down. Okay. There we go. Bottom of the deck, conviction. Don't be influenced by false beliefs and forced opinions. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Stand in your truth. They were showing me the Hierophant energy, which tells me that there's something that your person is evaluating, something perhaps they're questioning. All right, we have insecurity, addictions, compulsions, empathy, teaching and learning, mediation, suppression, passive role. All right, they are going through something at this time which has made them feel really stuck. The freedom energy, this Knight of Wands energy, wanting to just go. I'm like getting just bolt, go. Although it shows motivation to get through some of this really difficult stuff, I feel like they're in a situation where someone has needed to be shown where they are has been somewhat destructive. They've learned a lot of lessons, but they're not ready to talk about it yet. And it could be with this empathy energy, they're feeling as though they would be judged. And this is why the divine said in my meditation, there are no judgments. You're going through, this is for your person, you're going through what you're meant to go through so you will grow. And for you, collective, someone needs to find their way through this without interference or influence. There's nothing you can do. Sit in the void, appreciate the void. They're finding their way. I'm hearing swimming upstream, but they will not succumb to the current. They will get to the goal. So just understand that your role in this connection at this point has been to show them the way. I'm seeing 2828. The number synchronicities, for some reason they want me to keep calling them out. I feel as though those of you watching have identified with them in some way or another. And this is confirmation perhaps that this is your reading. So let's take a look at, okay, they're telling me how to ask the question. Okay, regarding your connection, this is an undercurrent of energy that they feel for you. Very interesting way to word it. Okay, what is the undercurrent of energy that they feel for their person? What is beneath the surface? Okay, I heard one more. Okay. Bottom of the deck, sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. You know, they could be waking up to your connection, to what this is. We have only time will tell. All right, I'm hearing there's so much uncertainty that there needs to be a gradual unfolding of something. There's a desire to move quickly, but there's something about allowing things to kind of run their course. Take your time, go slowly, don't leap. Don't leap unnecessarily. Think about what you need to do. There's a methodical approach to this, and it could be that there's something really traumatic that needs to be resolved. You need to come to terms with something and work through processing spirit. I'm kind of losing it, but there's phases, there's chunks. We need to work through this, and then we move on to this. Ooh, okay. All right, we have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. All right, I'm hearing that there's been a lot of resistance in some regard. Now that could be you, it could be them. I'm also hearing that you are manifesting one another, but there could be something very divergent about your backgrounds, your paths that you need to work through. For some of you, you were really part of one another's life to grow, to expand, to stretch. It doesn't mean that, this is where your story ends. It just means that you cannot bypass the learning, the healing, and the experience. So you just need to trust, okay, they're pointing out the void again. Everything is happening as it should. Whew, okay, so let's take a look at how is the universe guiding this connection. How is the universe guiding this connection? Spirit, what does the collective need to hear? Spirit is guiding this connection. What's happening beneath the surface, please? How is Spirit involved? Oh, look at that. Yep. I just heard divine intervention. Now, for some, if there have been some unhealthy tendencies, whatever that is, whether it's, perhaps codependency, whether this is a drug or alcohol addiction, some other behavior that has been limiting, maybe a thought pattern that has been restrictive in some way. I just saw 3311. The divine is intervening. This is about showing someone the way through. I'm getting through. It's the gate. By showing someone, they hold the key. Second card, great achievement. Wow. Celebrating your wins, milestones, baby steps. You've come this far. Keep your eye on the goal. Don't give up. In both of these cards, I'm really being drawn to the light being shown. Bottom of the deck, we have fear. There is an underlying anxiety, but I think Spirit is saying, listen, you've got this. Yes. Okay, Spirit said yes. Victim mentality. Regarding fear, this is overcoming the notion, I can't. I always point out that this gentleman is much bigger than the bed he's tethered to. He could lift it up and untether himself from what is weighing on him. It may feel as though water's rushing in and time is of the essence. We have a consciousness of lack. These are both very disempowered energies, and it's in the realm of consciousness, and I feel like that needs to shift. There is a way forward. Look at the light again. There is a way forward, and this is really about aligning the chakras. This is about balancing oneself, getting out of this mentality. Behind a mask. What are your intentions? Don't hide. Being true and authentic will invite in exactly what you need at the time you need it. There could also be an energy of making plans secretly, privately. Okay, so let's take a peek at what change you can expect. I'm going to use 2 decks for this. What change can the collective expect in this connection? Wow, time to go. Yes, okay. We have time to go, yin, new life, go the distance. Wow. Bottom of the deck, co-create. Yang. Wow, look at that. We have yin yang. Interesting, in meditation, I got the message that there was unfinished business We have never-ending story, no place like home. You know, for some of you, you are connected with someone who has somehow been limited by their experiences, and this could be related to family. For some of you, you're being shown just allow. Just yin is feminine energy. We have yang here. There's definitely a balancing out of energies, but I feel as though something requires this very, powerful letting go, time to go, walk through a new door. I just heard from Spirit, for some, run. It feels to me like there could be distance in some of your connections. This is also really about persevering, moving forward. Don't let anything stop you, keeping focused on the goal. Something beautiful awaits. All right, let's specifically ask what major changes your person is considering. Moving. Wow. Straight up. No place like home. They could be leaving a home situation. They could be relocating, retiring for some of them. Wow, that would be a big decision that impacts their money for sure. So for some, they are exiting the matrix, maybe becoming self-employed. Retirement doesn't mean retirement age necessarily. It could be that they're giving up something that maybe they've worked really hard for, that they felt tethered to. Okay? Decisions, big decisions. Wow. Anything else? Not all of these will resonate for all of you, so just take that into consideration. Oh my gosh, there's 3 here. Oh, okay. I was told keep them. We have self-care. If they've been working really hard to take care of other people, it could be that they are now shifting the focus onto themselves. They may have neglected themselves. If they have been in a position of, neglecting themselves through addictions, alcohol, drugs, or whatever else, they're taking better care of themselves. Realizations and epiphanies. This is the aha moment that's hitting your person. Wow, there we go. Self-employment. This could be about their work. Keep the faith, health, and care change. I'm getting for some this 4 of Swords energy that we saw earlier. Well, I'm not going to dig it out. They're recovering from illness, perhaps. That they've really taken some time to take care of themselves, to unplug from a busy, demanding job or life. End of an era. Huge change on the horizon, which is, the overarching energy here. Herald of change. Okay, so let's get some advice from Spirit. I think I'm going to extend this one. I think I will. What does Spirit want you to know? What is the advice for the collective who resonate with this? If you're wondering if this will happen, the answer is no. For some of you, this is letting go of the connection. At the bottom of the deck, we have the circumstance you find yourself in is not worthy of the time spent worrying about it. Release it. Interesting. This could also speak to a circumstance your person is no longer aligned with, and the divine is saying it's time to go, right? What else? Sometimes these messages come through as what you need to hear. Okay, we have what you have been through can only make you stronger. The worst is over. Acknowledge and learn from the past. Anything else? Advice for the collective. For some of you, this has been almost incredibly karmic, a difficult scenario where you've had to learn a lot about yourself through this connection, whatever that meant for you. The relationship you're in is serving to teach you something very important. Take away that lesson. Understand what it's showing you. There's a nugget in there for you. Overthinking the situation is not healthy. Let go of obsessive thought patterns. There's a lot of worry and fear surrounding this, whatever it is. Let it go. You're a pillar of strength and capable of overcoming obstacles. Adopt a healthy state of mind, free from illusion, clutter, or other negative influences. Wow. So there is a real need to let something go, to allow the new to emerge. If this is telling you what you need to know about your person, then you can flip-flop it. But it feels to me like there's been a difficult lesson here, and the way through may not be fully realized at this time, but the worst is over. Okay, let's finish up with messages from the fairies and the angels. Let's find out what you need to hear. Advice for the collective, please. Bottom of the deck, we have new home. Okay, so definitely moving is coming through again. So could be that someone is moving out of a living situation with perhaps someone else. Okay, we have admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. And this also speaks to, if others are influencing how someone feels, if there is a strong family paradigm, this is about making your own decisions, trusting what's in your heart. Okay, we have goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Business venture, there's that new career opportunity that's coming through again for some. I think that was under here. Yeah, there we go. Self-employment, retirement. Okay, we have your wishes granted. What you've asked for is coming true, a strong manifestation energy. I do feel that you've been manifesting this connection. For some reason, I feel as though the group of people I'm tapped into have really hung in there. And I don't know if that is, I'm sure that the emotion that comes along with that is, a little bit of frustration and a whole lot of patience, maybe. The divine is saying, everything is going to work out. It's a matter of just releasing the past, letting it go. Wow. Then we have autumn, and we have a year from now. So for some of you, there's going to be a shift or a pivot. Let's look at that. I'll clarify both of these. Tell us about autumn for the collective, Spirit. Something isn't right. All right, in the fall. Now this could speak to the past season. I just saw 4444. It could be in the past season or in the Northern Hemisphere, the upcoming season. There's a realization that something has to change. When we realize something isn't right, it makes us uncomfortable, doesn't it? It makes us evaluate the situation we're in, the people who surround us, the work we do, if this is about work. Something isn't right. If this is an intuitive sense about something, maybe some of you subsequently then, pulled back, you disconnected. And that's okay. I'm hearing from the divine. Sometimes in some situations, that's necessary. Just know that with the help from Spirit, something is going to pivot. Let's look at a year from now. What is that about? Okay, we have loyalty, changes ahead. Well, so for some of you, the change that's taking place is going to take a while to manifest. It could also be that 555, I just saw 555, the changes that are, okay, I'm hearing that there's preparations now, and there's something about next year at this time that things are going to look differently, and that's when manifestation takes place. It could be that the two of you are kind of holding on to each other without even being together. Let's dig into this a little bit more. We have taking responsibility, experiencing karmic lessons. All right. So for some of you, there's responsibility around family, work. Your intuition is telling you, always trust that. And if this is another message about don't let other people sway you unnecessarily, then don't. If you're not following what's in your heart, then you need to tap into your heart space. Your higher self will never lead you astray, ever. Anything else? Strong connection, yeah. I feel like you both feel it. There's some work to do though. Mitigate distraction. It could be other people, work, circumstances, other energies that are, creating barriers in your connection. So this is really about disconnecting. Look at that, not on your path. Like I said, for some of you, this is a powerful connection, but maybe you feel you're not going to stick around. If this is resonating for you regarding a situation they're in, remember that, if you're wondering if this is going to happen, the answer is no. It could be that for some of them, they're connected to a situation that can't continue, and they need to focus on moving forward. Conflict resolved. This has potential. They need help. Go for it. And I feel like this emotional withdrawal is the Four of Swords. That's happening right now. When you least expect it, forgiveness needed. Yeah, so for some of you, this may gain momentum at a time or in a way that you were not expecting. Okay. Let's get one more bit of advice, and then I will take this to the extended. We'll look at what are they withholding from you? What is the universe telling them? What signs, synchronicities are they being shown? What is their intention in the connection? What do they want to say to you? What needs to heal on their side and yours? And then what comes next? And of course, guidance. So let's see where Spirit wants you to be emotionally and mentally in this connection. The soul's lesson. We come into connection with our soul mates to learn and evolve. Your person cannot bypass their lesson. Well, that's a repeat message. Bottom of the deck, stretching. Challenge and adversity are the best way to learn. Through struggle, there is growth. Wow. Okay, everybody. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful. If you're interested in the extended, if it resonates for your situation, the link is below. Take care. I'll be back soon.